How is my Goblin Giant still tanking? What?
Nanin mati.
That firecracker value, so good. Is it gonna? We're gonna range that. Take the goblin. That's already the tower. Do we just three crown them? Goblin machine, bomber. Then we have evolution, goblin giant. 376 collected. I almost lost this goose. 377. We're gonna let my girlfriend play Clash Royale. She's been hard luck at 1500, loss after loss after loss, but we will get her to 1600 today. What I'm gonna be getting her this scope at the end of putting her into my backseat coaching. Wait, you're 1500. How's she good? I haven't watched you play since the first tutorial. Well, I've done it. Oh, you haven't changed your deck since? No. Yeah, that's a really good place for the rest of the game. Well, thank you. No, I think. Do you have anything small? No, I have nothing. There we go. Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's really good. I think you're actually good now. I kind of wanted to record you playing really poorly though. Wait, you actually put the archers in the middle. Yeah, you taught me that one. Oh, that's a really good counter on the musketeer. But it does a lot. I'm getting used to this. But the goblin head, you can put it in the center. I've seen people do that. I don't know how you feel about it. Better to lose that than town hall. You want to feel like one to the right if you're attacking the house. You're panicking because the camera's on. I am panicking. I feel like that was I think I'm done. If this deck made sense in Arena 1, you were fireballing giants. And you were using like Fairwell and Mini Packer. Mini spells in here. You get a free evolution on Valentine's Day? I got the real try. Well, then we're gonna tower. Nice. I'll do an electric spirit. Just the cycle. It's gonna take the tower as well. The mini packer, 2 shots. If it's equal level, it'll actually connect to the tower. Oh, that's nice. Usually. It's okay. You don't understand playing at this level. You got this. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. That's the step. It's not bad. I feel like I'm not using my spells. I don't. Yeah, no, you're fine. There's nothing they can do about it. 1,600 trophies. I got to 1,600. That's amazing. Thank you. From giving massive spell value to your opponents to over-defending even the weakest attacks, here are 20 mistakes you are probably... Evolution chests are coming to Clash Royale.
Evelyn sesle ki orsa. Sesle Evelyn karu. Kansa? Sesle ki orsa.
49% chance of getting a 4-star, which is 2 shards, and with only a 5.1% chance, the 5-star box will give you a random Evo. Subscribe to our 5-star lucky chat. Here are 3 tips to escape mid-ladder in Clash Royale. Tip number 1 is to play defensively. I do all the time without mid-ladder players. Evolution does. Make the first move. I know what's going on in mid-ladder. This means not just randomly waste your elixir when you play, so you make sure that you have your mid-ladder counters and you need to have them. Tip number 2 is to be smart with your deck. I always find it a little bit funny when someone talks about mid-ladder stuff at 7,500 to 8,000, and then they show you the deck, and it's just 8 cards with an absolute hard counter by Mega Man. Like, come on, bro. Something like 2.9 picks is a good deck in a very team game, but I wouldn't advise using it in mid-ladder because it's absolutely cards. If you're struggling in mid-ladder, make sure that your deck at least have a fighting chance against a Mega Knight Witch Wizard deck. Your life would be so much easier. And the last tip is to prepare for the Mega Knight. I don't know the exact Mega Knight use racing mid ladder, but I literally would not be surprised if it was around 50. Make sure you unstack your 3 elixir push on top of each other. That gives them some ridiculous value because the odds are they have one. Subscribe if you hate the road. Here are 3 tips to escape mid ladder.
What's the sneakiest thing you've done and got away with? I was supposed to be grounded for 2 weeks. The crime? Accidentally breaking my dad's laptop charger by stepping on it while he was yelling at me to pick up my backpack. No going out, no friends, no life, just me, my room, and a slow, agonizing march toward freedom. But then Dante texted me. Don't worry, Saturday night, everyone will be there. I wasn't visiting. My parents were downstairs watching their millionth episode of the crime documentary they've been binging for 3 weeks straight. They do this every weekend. Once they settle in, they have blanket and popcorn. They don't move until the credits roll on episode 6. So around 9:30, I walked downstairs in my pajamas, yawning dramatically, and said, I'm going to bed early. Studying made me exhausted. My mom didn't even look up. Okay, sweetie, sleep well. My dad grunted. Perfect. I went upstairs, shut my door, locked it, and got to look. Stuffed 2 pillows under my blanket, shaped them into what could maybe pass as a human body if you squinted in the dark. Threw a hoodie over the top to simulate my head. Then I changed into real clothes, grabbed my phone, and opened my window. Second floor, no big deal. There's a tree right outside my room that I've been using since I was 12. I've done this before. I climbed out, grabbed the thick branch, shimmied down like I was in some action movie, and hit the ground free. I sprinted 3 blocks into his house, walked in like I wasn't technically a fugitive, and immediately got hands on control. We played games, ate pizza, roasted each other for hours. It was perfect. Then I checked my phone. 1:47 a.m. My curfew when I'm not grounded is midnight. I didn't say goodbye. I just bolted, ran through backyards, hurdled a fence, nearly tripped over a garden hose, got back to my house, saw my tree, started climbing, and that's when I heard the back door creaking open. I froze, literally mid-climb. One leg on the branch, one hand gripping bark, the other holding my phone. My dad walked out with our dog. Biscuit's over. Biscuit takes forever to pee. My dad just stood there, hands in his pocket, staring at nothing while Biscuit sniffed every square inch of grass like he was conducting a federal investigation. My arms started shaking. My left leg was cramping. I could feel my grip loosen. Biscuit finally peed, but did my dad go inside? No, he walked around the yard, checked the fence, looked at the trash can. I snuck back in easy. Get wrecked. What's the sneakiest thing you've done and got away with?
So there's a conspiracy that a developer is secretly a famous.
What's the sneakiest thing you've done and got away with? I was supposed to be grounded for 2 weeks. Crime? Accidentally breaking my dad's laptop charger by stepping on it while he was yelling at me to pick up my backpack. No going out, no friends, no life, just me, my room, and a slow, agonizing march toward freedom. But then Dante texted me. Birthday party, Saturday night,
So there's a conspiracy that this small developer is secretly a famous indie dev in disguise. See, his name is Parkstep, and he's working on a game called Raid, a 3D roguelike survivor where you have to defend the milk from an endless wave of enemies. Kind of like Vampire Survivors and Megabonk, but it's also a tower defense game. And now the theory is that Cardstep is secretly Betty Nat between Megabonk, who might also be Danny in disguise. And the evidence that
Not
people are pointing to
respond.
are actually kind of funny because number one, Cardstep started working on Milk Raid exactly 3 months ago, which is the same time that Betty Nat finished and released Megabonk. Number two, Milk Raid is all about defending the milk, which is Danny's favorite thing in the entire world. And number three, you can even see Danny's avatar inside the Milk Raid game trailer as an Easter egg. So obviously all the comments are going crazy thinking Danny's secretly back a second time. However, I hate to break it to the fans, but I'm going to call this conspiracy fake since Betty Nat's actually been busy pushing updates to Megabonk with a new map that just came out and everything. And even Cardstep himself said that he's just a huge fan of both developers, not that he's trying to impersonate them. So there's a
It's been streamed 1.5 billion times. It was the 6th most streamed song in the world in 2024. In the world, yeah.
This song blew up on the internet out of nowhere, but it was completely accidental because even the songwriter didn't expect it to go this viral, yet he's now about to explain exactly how it happened.
I moved to Chicago for school, and then got asked to do some things.
But instead of focusing everything on his music, he's prioritizing his acting career far more.
Without really realizing I was working so hard as this goal to and acting just where I could put my weight in Cable's job. And then I did it, and what I didn't realize is what I was sacrificing was everything that I kind of built in Chicago. I kind of just wrote something based on my personal experience and the way that I was feeling, and I think some of it was
Consistent.
No. ¿Qué vos? Mira. Todo. Mira que lo dan. Mira que se lo dan. Vale, poner. rumah leda.
Wala.
Mobile ni.
Earlier this year, I made predictions for 2025. Let's see if I was right. Last year, I predicted that a lot of celebrities would get exposed for a lot of things, especially online. Because wrong, that kind of came true to an extent. I predicted that they would find a mermaid. Yeah, that just didn't end up happening to my knowledge. I predicted that Diddy would get sentenced to life in prison. Somehow, someway, he managed to only get 50 months or something like that. And I predicted that GTA 6 won't come out in 2025. To be exact, this is what I said. GTA 6 won't come out in 2025. I'm predicting that last second is going to be like, sorry, finger slip. Gotta wait till 2026. And was I not exactly spot on? I was right about that. I predicted that Russia would accidentally create a new virus that had something to do with birds. That hasn't happened yet. I predicted that Justin Trudeau would get absolutely obliterated in this year's Canadian election. I don't know what ended up happening with that. I don't really care enough, but I do know that he did win, so I think I was right. I predicted that Newtown 2025 in Black Ops 2 would come into fruition somehow, someway. Thankfully, that didn't end up happening.
Argentina made a rule so bad it might just turn the almighty Argentina national team into the Mexican national team in a few years. Argentina might ruin their national team forever, all for money. Argentinian players get sold for unbelievable fees, but the league barely benefits from. So the FA thought it was smart and announced that starting from 2026, Argentina will not call up any player who didn't sign their first professional contract in the Argentine league before moving to Europe. But this rule could actually destroy Argentina football, because if this rule existed in 2004, Messi and Emi Martinez would have never played for Argentina and would have played for Spain and England instead. Argentina made a rule.
What's the dumbest thing a customer has tried to return? I was working my usual shift at the electronics store, and this lady walked up to the return counter. She slammed it down and said she wanted a full refund because it stopped working after a year. Okay, weird energy, but sure. I scanned the barcode and saw the purchase history. Thinking maybe she just lost track of time. The system loaded. It said she bought it 3 years ago. Not 1 year. 3. I looked up at her and said, ma'am, this shows you purchased this 3 years ago. So unfortunately, it's well past our return window. She blinked. Then her face turned red. Like somebody told her taxes were due. She goes, that's impossible. I bought this last year. I turned the screen toward her and pointed at the date. Clear as day. She squinted at it like the numbers were personally attacking her and said, your system is wrong. My system is wrong. Not her memory. Not the receipt. Not basic math. The system. At this point, my manager Dante walked over because her voice was starting to reach frequencies only dumb and corporate lawyers can hear. She immediately pivoted to him like he was her last hope and said, your employee is refusing to help him. This is ridiculous. Dante, bless him, stayed calm and asked if she had her receipt. Her eyes lit up like she just remembered she had a tampon. She whipped out her phone, scrolled for a solid 25 seconds while we stood there in silence. Then she looked in Dante's face.
25.
1 year ago, Dante looked at the screen. I looked at the screen. It was a screenshot of a receipt from a store called Best Value Electronics. Our store is called Tech Hub. Dante tilted his head and said, ma'am, this receipt isn't from our store. She snatched the phone back and squinted at it like she was seeing it for the first time. Then, instead of apologizing or laughing it off like a normal human, she doubled down. You guys must have changed your name. We did not change our name. We've been Tech Hub since 2003. There's a giant sign outside. It's on her receipt from 3 years ago. Dante sighed and said, okay, fine, even if we could find it. I need to see the actual laptop to inspect it. She hesitated, like full body hesitated. Her hand hovered over the box like it was squeezing. Dante opened it. I leaned over to look. Inside the box were textbooks. Not a laptop, not a charger, not even a laptop taped up. Her kids' algebra and history books stacked neatly inside like she was donating to a library. Dante stared into the box for a solid 5 seconds, then looked up at her with the most blank expression I've ever seen on a human face. He said, ma'am, this is a box of textbooks. She looked at the box, then back at the box like she was just as shocked as we were. Well, yeah, but the laptop was in there when I bought it. Dante closed the box, slid it back to her, and said, we're going to need you to leave before we call security. She started making a huge disturbance, but she was banned for trying to scam her. What's the dumbest thing a customer has tried to return? I was working my usual shift at the
My roommate stole my stuff and almost destroyed her face. I was doing a semester abroad at a university about 3 hours away from my real.
I faced off against Jason and he hard countered me. He had graveyard and I had Canadian. The match was crazy. Alright, we're doing some love. Say good luck. Alright, so I'm definitely going to go for Executioner into that instead of going for a Rail Giant the other side, and we'll see what he decides to do. This could get sketchy if he decides to go in for like a giant graveyard. I think that's what he plays. Not 100% sure. So we'll go for Rail Giant on the other side, and I do not know what the match is.